most recruiters do not even spend more than 7 seconds on a resume, and this probability of getting shortlisted is getting decreased day by day. In last year, like 2024, I tried to apply to more than almost 250 companies, and I got shortlisted only for 100. We're going to discuss about a complete end-to-end strategy that we need to use to create a ATS friendly resume, and this resume will definitely score more than 80 out of 100 in ATS tools. Okay, why do I say the term ATS again and again? Because most companies, either it's a product based company, startup, or a MNC, they are going to use a ATS tool to shortlist resumes first, and then only it will reach finally a recruiter, or so you can say a human. Okay, because these days every company needs to deploy such tools because the count is too high that they cannot review the resumes manually, so they need to shortlist resume using some tools, so to say a ATS tool, and then once that shortlisting is done, then a real recruiter will be reviewing the profile. Okay, so we need to construct a resume which gets shortlisted obviously through these tools, and then obviously it should also interest the recruiter to review the profile and to reach out the candidate finally. Okay, so obviously in this video I will be discussing about the common mistakes done by the candidates, and secondly the things recruiters hate while reviewing the resume. Okay, so what I would suggest is like keep a pen and paper with you and note down the points and watch this video till the end, so that I will be providing a resume template that I have used to almost crack 100 plus companies last year 2024. Okay, and that template will be completely free to use, so please watch the video till the end to get access to it. Out our ATS score, so I have uploaded my resume on cutshort quality grader website, and this is the score that I'm getting. So if your resume is scoring above 75 out of 100, then it is good to go and you can start applying to jobs. Okay, below that the chances of getting shortlisted is quite difficult these days. Okay, earlier in 2023, if the resume was scoring around 60 65 also, the resume used to get shortlisted. Now Naukri is also having a similar website, that is resume score checker website. Okay, and this website can also be used if you have a Naukri profile, then definitely you can use this one. Okay, now let's just quickly go and discuss the mistakes. So if you see too much text, complicated resume format, no space, no bullet points looks like a paragraph. Okay, so I'll give you some examples over here. So this kind of resume is very complicated, and ATS will reject this resume very easily because the format is very complicated. So that's why I have described that for a person who is having 0 to 3 years of experience, they should have a one page resume, and a person who is having 3 to 8 years of experience, then they should have 2 pages of resume. Similarly, if your experience is beyond 8 plus, then you can have up to 3 pages of resume. Okay, so that is how you need to keep the distinction. So this kind of resume will directly get rejected from ATS tools, so do not use this format. Definitely I will share my resume format in the end of this video, so stay tuned. And this kind of resume which you see on the screen, it has a lot of information, that's good. The format is quite simple, that is also good, but the problem is the pointers mentioned are in form of paragraphs. So if a recruiter or hiring manager is looking at this resume, they will reject this because the information does not consist of keywords, skills, and they do not have highlighted each keyword. So suppose, like, just to give an example, what I'll do, I will go to my resume and you can see a work experience section. Then you can see that I have highlighted certain keywords: efficiency by 80%, regression time from 5 days to 8 hours. Okay, so you can see, you can understand that I've highlighted certain keywords. So these keywords will definitely help to understand the recruiter that this candidate is having relevant experience. Okay, similarly, now going back to mistake number 2, so you can see no project links but no readme. Okay, so what happens is most people nowadays have a GitHub account and they obviously have GitHub repositories, but the problem is that they do not create readme sections in it. Okay, so if I go to just one of my GitHub repository over here, I have clicked on Python REST API testing. So this is my project. Okay, so first thing is like no interviewer, recruiter, or hiring manager will review and go and see your code. Okay, they will just go and check out the repository and what have you done. That's it. So if you do not have a readme section, they will skip that repository definitely. Okay, so that's why adding the readme section is very, very important for software engineers. Okay, so now if you see, I mentioned the type of modules that I have used. Okay, so I've used request module, PyTest, Python, LO report. So you can see, you can get the glimpse of the technologies that are being used in the project. Then I've explained my project structure and core components. Then there is an infographic explaining the testing framework structure. Okay, what components I have utilized and what they do. Okay, just a highlight. Then key technologies and concepts. So with that also there is an infographic. This is showing a flow of the framework. Okay, so this kind of readme section you need to create. Okay, otherwise if you have time and you want to showcase your skills, then definitely create a video, create a walkthrough video by explaining each component, how you created it, why you created it, and then you can also explain its execution. Okay, so mistake number 3, obviously repeated words like automated, managed, created, led, no quantification values, lack of action verbs. So my resume is also having multiple iterations of word like developed. I have used twice if you see over here. Okay, so I need to update this to a similar kind of word so that developed is not repeated again. So because what ATS will do, it will analyze each term one by one, and if there is a repetition of that term, obviously it will give us a low score. So conclusion looks like, always have a shareable link. Okay, because there might be chances that a recruiter or maybe the hiring manager does not have the resume copy which you need. So keep a Google Drive resume copy always share, and you can share that link directly with the manager obviously. And then resume should always be a PDF format. And then all obviously repeat all the repeated words, only add keywords which are relevant to your experience obviously, and then keep 6 to 7 unique pointers in your work experience. Suppose like, then obviously analyze your resume score. So I've already showcased like you can use cut short or Naukri profile. Okay, and then you, if you want, obviously you can update a GitHub repository the way I showcased, or you can also create a video. And then always have a skills section. So as I've already showcased, right, so you need to have a skills section over here. And if it is possible, then add a rating. So the way I have described, Java 4 by 5, Selenium 5 by 5. Okay, so always have a rating available. Okay, so Java 4 by 5 means like I don't know 100% of the programming language, but I know 80% of it. So that is how the rating will help the interviewer to understand. Okay, and then lastly, you need to always remember that you are creating a ATS friendly resume. The recruiter who is reviewing a resume should be able to understand your skills, work experience, and projects. Okay, so these three things should be clear to the recruiter. And then the hiring manager for interview, so hiring manager will definitely be using your resume to take or conduct the interview. Okay, so the resume should not have difficult or challenging terms. Secondly, whatever things you mentioned in a resume, you should know that. Okay, so that if the hiring manager is going to ask questions based on a resume, you are able to answer them. Okay, so that is how you should keep these three things in your mind. Okay, so I hope that this video was useful, and at the end of this video, as I promised, I will be sharing this resume format as you see on the screen. So this link will be present in the description section. With this, if you need my resume format, my personal resume to understand how it works and all, then you can definitely use that one. I will share the link in the description. So let's meet in the next video. Bye bye, take care.